Hi guys, welcome to Amanda Pinecone Crafts. Today is April 25th, 2018. Welcome to all new viewers and welcome back to all returning. It has been a crazy 8 months or so. I'm not going to go into it too much. It's just my husband started a new job last week, so now I have my days off during the week by myself home so I can get things done and record hopefully a little more. But it's my knitting bug went out the window. It's on vacation somewhere and didn't take me with it. I haven't knit anything in probably 6 months. I've picked up needles here and there, but I just don't have the desire to actually knit. So I've been cross-stitching a lot more. So this video has no knitting, so if you're here for the knitting, you can shut it off now. You can shut it off now. It's not going to bother me, but there is going to be what I've worked on the last couple weeks, my plans for May, and that's it. I don't have any haul stash. I've got things in, but I've taken care of it, and I don't feel like showing most of it because a lot of it's what I'm working on now, or with what I'm working on now. So let's get started with what I've been working on. Let's start with what's right here. This is what I've been working on this week. This is the Little House Needleworks Farmhouse Christmas series. It is a set of 9 blocks. I'm just stitching the white of these 2 blocks first. So the first block is called Little Red Barn. I've changed the barn to look more like the barns here. And the only other change I'm making on that block is the sheep are actually going to be in lamb's wool by, who is this? Gentle Arts. It's actually a wool blend, so they're not going to be white because sheep are made out of wool. I was going to try to spin something thin enough and stitch with it, but I decided against it. And then the second block here is pursing around. I don't think I'm changing anything in it, but I haven't got that far into it. And then there's a third block on top, so is Grandpa's Truck. The fourth block comes out this week, I think. I know some people have posted pictures online. It is a cow, which I think I'm going to change the cow color. I haven't quite made up my mind yet because the cow is in white and a lighter brown, and I don't think it's red enough. So I might change the cow color, or make the cow black. I haven't quite decided. When I get to that block, I will. My needle minders are actually both from, 2 of them are from the Everyday Stitcher, which is the Starbucks Santa Cup, or not Starbucks Cup, Santa Cup. And then this one says Country Girl. And then I've got one up here that says Merry Christmas from the No Name Needle Minders, the lovely Kate. So there's that. And then the other one that I'm behind on is the Clouds Factory Legendary Creatures Alphabet Sal. I've got January and February done, and started on the March block, the griffin that goes here. No, not griffin. It's H. I have no clue. I can't remember. there's this. I need to get back on this. And all my blocks, actually, I'm taking and making, like you can see the water in Nessie is sparkly. The stone guy and Medusa is sparkly. The pot of gold, the fire. So I'm making each square have something sparkle in it, because I don't know if I'm keeping this or if I'm going to actually give this to my nieces. We'll see what other legendary creatures come up. But if I like it, I'll keep it. If it's something that I think they would like, I will keep a hold of it for now and give it to them when they're a little bit older, because they are 6 and 8 months. Yeah. So there's that one. So that's really all I've been working on. I did a cross stitch for my niece's 6th birthday, which I just finished up last week. I've got a couple other little projects that I'm working on here and there, but that is those are the 2 major ones that I'm trying to keep up with. So let's talk plans. I am in a couple cross stitch groups on Facebook. One is called Stitch Mania. The purpose of the group is a really good stitching community, cross stitching community, and every May they do what's called Maynia. Maynia is, the original was 15 starts in 15 days. That is not for me. I did 11 starts in 10 days in October because I wanted to start all the things. And by the time I got to the 8th or 9th, I wasn't feeling the new starts anymore. But I kept up with it and started all 11 because it was for my 11th anniversary on the 10th of October. I finished 2 of the projects that I started then. The other 9 are Donna Stitch's princess, or fairy tales. We'll put it fairy tales because Alice technically isn't a princess, but most of them are her princess stories. So for the rules for Maynia are usually 15 starts, 15 days, but you can make it your own. I know some people are doing the full what most people consider the full Maynia is 31 starts in 31 days. And then there are some crazy people out there. Sorry, Kate. Like Kate of the Queen of Starts, who is doing 62 starts in 31 days. 2 starts a day. I can't. That just boggles my mind. Gives me goosebumps, chills. No. So what I'm going to do for Maynia is take 6 of my Donna Stitch princess patterns and try to get a page finish on each. I started them. I've got maybe 400 stitches in them, if that. But they've been sitting in a bag in envelopes for the last 8 months. And this is the lovely bag that they all live in, because it's got all the princesses, or my favorite princesses on it. The original 6. And then Frozen. My Christmas lives in a Christmas bag of wildlife made into Christmas trees that matches the grime guard that I made on it. My Clouds Factory, I haven't made a bag big enough to fit the 11 by, I think that's 17. So there's that. So let me find the cover page of this one, because I have all the princess patterns in their own like envelope with the needle minders that go on it. So this is definitely Snow White, and these are all from the Everyday Stitcher and No Name Needle Minders. No Name Needle Minders are the 2 square ones, and then everything else is the Everyday the Everyday Stitcher, because Molly found Miss Snow White for me especially. So thank you, Molly, for that. That's one of my favorite. She actually was on my Christmas tree as a Christmas ornament at Christmas, because why not? So I don't have the color copy of this one. So this is the Snow White. When I started, I decided to start in the top middle here. So I've got with the apple. So I've got part of the apple done, and like with the Clouds Factory style, I'm actually taking some piece of this and making it sparkle. I'm actually just going over the top. Yeah, I'm going over the top leg with blending filament, acrylic blending filament. So I've got this little piece of the apple. So on this one, the apple will get sparkly. And this is 18 count Silver Moon by Zweigart. 18 count fabric is my preferred stitching. I've tried linens and stuff. I don't like having to actually remember to do 2 over 2, and anything smaller than the 18 count I have a hard time seeing. I don't enjoy it. 18, I don't want to have to think when I'm stitching. I just want to, I should try linen again, but I will at some point. But I've got enough 18 count, 16 count floating around my house right now that I've got enough to live for a little bit. So that will be the first one. I probably will start that the 30th, which is next Monday, because I'm off Monday, Tuesday. So I will put that on a Q-snap, stitch full page, and then it will go away. And then I will pick up Cinderella. So, and then these are all, again, no name needle minders. And then I think this one was either Nessa's minders or Minding My Minders. I don't remember where I got these. I got 2 from each. I know Nessa's minders is still open on Facebook. I get all my minders from Facebook groups. It's another one I don't have the color copy of. So this is Cinderella. And then I started in the middle with the carriage. So all I've got is that little section done. And this is 18 count white opalescent. With this one, I think I was making the fairy godmother, which is down here in the corner. She needs the sparkle because the fairy. And then Cinderella's dress, I think, was the other one. I was going to do both pieces, I think. When I get to the dress, I will figure it out. And then I've got Sleeping Beauty. And I've got the color copy of this one. So, and then with this one I started in the middle up here on the castle. And then I'll go from, so depending on where I started, which way I went, I will finish the page that I have mostly done. So this is that. This is on a piece of 18 count cream. I bought like a full yard off of Amazon ages ago for like 20 bucks, which wasn't bad. So there's, I think, 3 on cream. I've got 3 or 4 in cream, I've got 3 in cream, 3 on white, 2 on opalescent. or there might be 4 in cream. I know there's 2 on, I know at least 2 on opalescent, and I know Snow White's different. So there might be 3 on opalescent. I don't remember what I started these all but my Merida or Brave from the 1st of October to the 9th of October. So they're somewhere in there, and I haven't picked them up since, so I don't know what. So the next one, we'll go this way. There's the needle minders, and that is Little Mermaid. I started with Eric's head, so I've got his head mostly done, and this is on white, 18 count. And then I have Beauty and the Beast. If you're wondering why I have so many minders, because I'll end up taking 4 of them and holding my pattern, and then I've got the 3 other ones I can put like hanging threads on with when I'm getting, just so they're out of my way when I get to edge of pages. So each of them have a big one from, that's a title, minimalistic like photo, a little one from No Name Needle Minders with the princess, a Starbucks logo, a sidekick. You have your cartoony prints. My favorite one, this one is actually Belle reading on the fountain, and then you have, and then I have the villain. So it's Gaston and Belle. I did that for all of them. They all have 7 different ones that live on these, because I've got more than enough. And with that one, I actually started in the middle on the stairs. So it's, I've got, either I can't remember if it goes this way or this way. But it's this, actually I think it goes this way. So it's the stairs in the middle. And yeah, you can see where I got, this was one that I started getting burned out on because they've got big blocks of this color. Different ones I did different things with when I started them, just so I could keep up. And they will take up most of that fabric. I think I left 2 inches on each side, or 1.5 inches. I don't remember. And the last one that I'm going to try to get a page finish on is Aladdin. So we've got all the minders from that. That looks like, it's going to look like that finished. And on this one, Genie is going to sparkle. So this whole like smoke from here, this is going to be one that's going to really sparkle. Because Genie is my favorite character in that movie. Robin Williams made that part for me. So Genie has to sparkle because Genie is Genie. So when I started that, they all have it. I've got the outline of, I started in the middle. So it's the outline of this building here. And a lot of them have like the big blocks of color. And this is, I think, right here, because I've got a cone of it. This is 3808. I bought a cone of it because between all of them, once I finish them, because there is 10 out right now, and I know she's doing a couple, she has ideas to do a couple more, and I want to do them all because it's fun and I like the design of them. So they all, like, instead of all this is like the same color, I think with this one there is 9,775 stitches in the 308. I think Beauty and the Beast is actually one of the bigger ones for the 3808. And that's got 12,405 stitches. So I decided a cone was a better idea for this, because this way I'm not buying 20, 30 skeins of this color for all of them. And this way they're all the same dye lot when I get to it. So that is my Stitch Mania plan. So I originally was going to go week by week and stitch on one every week, but depending on how much I get done, I want to get a page finish once I finish a page, because different pages are going to be full. Some of them I think are full coverage. I haven't gone and looked because I'm scared to look at how full. Yeah, like I've got all that. Little Mermaid Ariel isn't that bad, but I think like the page I'm on for Beauty and the Beast is all full coverage. So literally no, actually it's not. That one's not bad. There is enough blank space. Which one is it? I know one of them, it might have been one of the ones I didn't pick. Because actually, I've got the other folder sitting right here. So you guys can actually see the other ones in the set. Because I might actually go into June and try to get a page finish on everything. Because the first folder I picked up was my Frozen, which is on the other opalescent. So I started with the top up here with the purple. For Frozen, it is the snowflakes. Actually, no. I think it's just going to be Elsa's dress. And like the purple snowflake. Yeah, these two big snowflakes here. This one and then this one are going to sparkle. Because snowflakes have to sparkle. When the light hits snow, it sparkles. And then we've got needle minders on this one are a bunch of different ones. This is one of my favorite ones. It is the baby Sven with the snowflake on his tongue. And then you've got Rapunzel. Her, I know it's going to be, her whole hair is what's going to sparkle. And then I started with, in the middle, so I've got the lantern in the middle. Because, yeah, that's the other one that I have on cream. Okay, so I have 4 on cream, 4 on, 2 on opalescent. That's 8. Then I must have, okay. I have 2 on regular white, and then I've got 2, and then I've got the Silver Moon. So this one is Alice. Oh, Alice is the one that has the full coverage piece, because where I started was in the middle with Alice. So that's why Alice didn't get, and that's what I've got on that one. Because I might end up changing my mind and figuring out that I want to do in blocks. And then this one is Brave, which was the first one I started. So you've got the, and it's there. I've got a full page finish on this, and I don't know what I got on the corner up here. I think it's coffee, so when I frame it, I'll have to try to get that out. See, like, this is what I'll use extra needle minders for, is wrapping these lovely threads that are hanging at the edge of pages, so they're out of my way when I'm stitching. So I've got a full page finish on this, and all the patterns, I think, are 12 pages. Let me see if I've got a page layout in here somewhere. Yeah, they're 12 pages. So there are 4 across, 3 down. But like the side pages are only maybe 50 stitches by the full page, and the bottom row is not even a full, because the whole pattern designs they're all about the same. They're all about 224 by 252. So they're pretty big. So it's gonna take me a little bit to finish them all. I know that. But that's what the fun part of it is. And I will get them finished when I get them finished. And then I will figure out how I'm framing them, hanging them, what I'm doing with them. Because they're fun to stitch on. I take my stitching to work. I will sit on it. I will sit and stitch on my lunch break, because I get a full hour, and half the time I don't want to leave the building. And then if I need to take a break, because people are irritating me, I will go back and put a couple stitches in, because working with the public, there are days that not even coffee can help, because coffee is my drink of choice when I can get it. And my mug today is my Toronto mug with my lipstick on it. I got this when I went to Toronto last summer. So everybody that's going to the Fiber Frolic this weekend, have fun. I am going to New Hampshire Sheep and Wool in 3 weeks, and then Vermont Sheep and Wool at the end of September, and then doing Rhinebeck this year in the middle of October. When I put in my days off from work, I get 4 floating holidays. We get 6 altogether, but we're only closed Christmas and New Year, or Thanksgiving and Christmas, so there's 2 holidays. So I get 4 other ones I can use as my leisure, because we're open, so they need people there for the holidays, and I don't mind working the holidays. So my 4 holidays this year are for fiber festivals. Because it worked out that way, because just how my rotating schedule works, I had to take off for Vermont Sheep and Wool, New Hampshire Sheep and Wool the Saturday, so I could go down. And then for Rhinebeck, it's my weekend off. So I am taking I'm taking Friday and Monday off, because I can, because I'm going down. Rhinebeck is a bunch of my a group of knitting friends. A bunch of us are getting together. So I'm driving down Friday night, staying until Sunday, and then it gives me Monday to decompress before I go back to work. So that will be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I will start counting down to Rhinebeck once New Hampshire Sheep and Wool hits. New Hampshire Sheep and Wool is the 12th and 13th of May in Deerfield, New Hampshire. It's Mother's Day weekend. So that is it for me today. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Bye, y'all.